So this next set of steps is going to be very much like what we did last week with our 1-point exercise. So a little easier maybe even than that. So in this case, what we're going to do is just draw the shape, draw this shape facing us. So this set of steps is facing us. So I just have to decide how tall I want these steps to go to on this wall. Let's say they're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do eight steps this time. So they're going to go up to here, and they're going to go, I'm going to go 8 steps out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we can see where we are. And then let's go back to the vanishing point. And then let's make them about 4 steps deep, 4 squares deep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to start by drawing the back of the steps and the base of the steps. And then what I want to do is I want to draw the shape of the steps. Now, I said it was simpler, but there's this little extra step because we don't have a grid here. Now, what was nice about this is we had the grid on the wall, so we could just trace out the steps. But here we don't have them. So what I have to do is I have to recreate that grid on this side. So how I'm going to do that is I've got this line, and I could completely draw that square. And I think I'm just going to draw this rectangle here so you can see how I'll do this. So I'm going to draw this one, draw this line, and then draw the top of it over here. And again, I'm just being parallel to my verticals and horizontals. Okay, so there's the face. Now I'm going to walk up these steps here, and I think I'm going to do them 1 square at a time. Let me see how many steps I can get out of this. So I'm going to just pick these points. So each step will be 1 block or 1 square high. And so I'm going to pick each one of those points and just draw a line over. And I'm going to do this pretty lightly. Again, just staying parallel to my grid lines. Those look pretty horizontal. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next thing I'm going to do is just raise up a line at each one of these points. So we're going to go up, make a dot. Here we're going to go up there, make a dot. Here we're going to go up there, make a dot. Okay, so now we can see our steps. We're going to go 1, 2, then we're going to come up there, in, and up. And again, these lines aren't necessarily falling on any of the existing template lines. If they do, it's just coincidental. And then, so you see how I did that. I used basically a grid because I could use these 2 sets to create my squares, and I've created this shape. And once I have that shape, now it's easy, right? Because this is what we've done. This is what we did last week. So I already know where these things end, so I can actually just transfer these points. Again, this point corresponds to this corner. This one is over there. This guy is right there, and I could just draw some verticals. And some of these will be slightly hidden. And then there's one more here. And then now it's just corner to vanishing point, and that's going to create our steps. So here's our first one over. This guy's going to go back until it hits there, and this should be a perfect horizontal. Then we're going to come up, and this corner should line up with that. right? Back to here. And now I've got all these lines that are confusing, right? So we can knock them down a little bit. Because we already know where our corners are, so we can use those. Let's go to that vanishing point again. And we know that that's going to be lining up here. So crawl back. Then when we get to there, we're going to come up. That gives us that corner. And then we're going to go to the vanishing point with this guy. And that line's going to be there. Then we're going to come up again. And this is going to go to the vanishing point. And then that's going to go back until it hits the wall, right? And then our last line is that top line right there. And so we've basically done exactly what we did last week, but we created a shape. But in order to make this shape perfect, we had to transfer points. We had to transfer these 4 and these 4 up and create this shape because we didn't have an existing grid to do that. So there it is. And then we just push those lines back until we hit this and recreated these points over on this side. And again, just using verticals, horizontals, and lines that go to the vanishing point. And so we can come up, back, up, back, up, back, and of course erase any lines that are confusing to you, because that's where things get really tricky because you can't tell where you are. Also feel free to use a little bit of shading because sometimes that can just clarify where things are as you're drawing them.